And Manny's a very articulate, very smart, passionate 9/11 truther. And he's also with 9/11 We Are Change and Luke Radowski in New York with that founding chapter of We Are Change. And because he lost family, he's been able to get into some of the preliminary hearings about the new 9/11 kangaroo court trials. And Obama has said that even if they're found not guilty, that they're going to be held indefinitely. So this is now pre-crime. So it's worse than Bush, and it's being called liberal. So he was in on some of those meetings and brought up serious questions and was told to shut up. He joins us now to talk about that. But even more important, they've gotten the signatures and then some needed to make this be a ballot issue for a city investigation of what happened. So let's go to Manny Badillo. Manny, it is great to have you on with us, sir.
And it is great to be on your show, Alex. I appreciate you and what you're doing and sticking to your obligation as an American citizen to bring up the points relating to my uncle's murder and so many other points. It's appreciated tremendously, sir.
Well, we appreciate you. And there's a lot of demonization of 9/11 Truth going on. 9/11 Truth is out there getting bigger every day. 9/11 Truth, We Are Change, InfoWarriors, a bunch of other groups are out there constantly making the news, bringing up the issues of government-sponsored terrorism. If we don't do that, they're going to continue to stage the attacks and use those staged events like flu or Al-Qaeda attacks to bring in their control. But where should we start? The petitions, or should we get into some of the behind-the-scenes with these kangaroo trials?
Let's start with the petitions. I'll explain to you real quick. nyccan.org. Coalition for Accountability Now. We are here in New York City collecting petitions every day. We have collected upwards of 68,000 signatures from New York City voters who are looking to have a new investigation into what happened on 9/11. This is with subpoena power, and this is privately funded. We handed in 52,000 signatures a couple of weeks ago to the city clerk, Mike McSweeney, in New York. We're looking to have those validated. We're looking to see if it goes to the city council for a vote. We are also looking for support. We are looking for donations so we can continue to have the signatures collected. We're looking to collect at least 30,000 more signatures within the next few weeks to override any vote that the city council may give, so we can ensure that this goes onto the ballot in November, giving New York City voters the ability to say yes to a subpoena-powered investigation into what happened on 9/11.
And this is a big feat that you've gotten all these signatures, and even if they throw a lot of them out, break down the rules and the math on that, and then if it gets accepted, which it looks like it will, what the process is now, because any real investigation of 9/11 and even a second whitewash opens a lot of holes up. The first 9/11 whitewash by Congress brought a lot out. The second official commission whitewash brought a lot out. Now that we've had members and general counsel come out and say it was all a lie, all a fraud, we agreed to lie with the Pentagon, that's now mainstream news. This is really discrediting them right now.
Right now, we're at a position where we have over 68,000 signatures, okay? We are still looking to collect more signatures because the vote, any vote given by the city council, hopefully it will be coming up within the next few weeks with the city council. We're still not sure where the city council is looking to go. We're still not sure where the city clerk is looking to go. All we know is that we've done our job. We've been on the streets. We've been collecting signatures. We engage people one-on-one. This is a very honest, passionate way, a more passive way even, for citizens to participate in democracy. We are asking them to sign a ballot initiative that allows for a commission to be set up. And this commission is going to have subpoena power. It's going to protect those who have come out, spoken about what happened on 9/11 that weren't heard during the first sham of an investigation. 70% of our questions were never answered during the 9/11 commission. I mentioned that in the movie Truth Rising. The fact is that this petition is looking to have all questions answered. We are looking to have the ability for New York City voters to say yes, and then to proceed on to a commission that's going to be honest. It's going to be chosen by the people. We have family members, survivors on the commission already overseeing it. We have an executive committee that is actively participating in what's happening here. This, Alex, is something that hasn't taken place in the rest of the world. well before even here in the U.S. We are engaging people every day. This isn't about theory. This isn't about who did it, what happened. This is about giving New York City voters the opportunity to say yes. Then we proceed with the proper investigation that's due my uncle and 3,000 others that were murdered, and there's no questions answered. This will answer those questions.
Manny, what is it like for you to see top physicists and engineers and scientists in peer-reviewed journals in Europe, the United States, coming out and saying clearly we didn't just find the evidence of thermite and thermate and bombs, but specifically even finding part of the unexpended thermite? Then it turns out the very people running the NIST report are the very few experts in NASA thermite, thermate, rocket separation technology. Then there's people in the commission connected in with the special jacketing in Building 7 of unconventional fire retardant in 99 when they built the CIA command bunker in there. I mean, we really are honing it right down to the individuals now. I mean, knowing who these murderers are, and I understand you're just going for an investigation, but the evidence is there. More and more we know who the actual murderers are. What is it like to be closing in on really how they did it?
Well, it feels tremendously empowering, and it should feel tremendously empowering to all family members that lost someone, to all first responders that are dying today based on the lies they were told, and to all survivors, but also the rest of New York City, the rest of this country, the rest of the world. This is evidence that's coming out every day that should have been included in the original investigation that took place. Evidence that should have been included because in a court of law, when you take in this evidence, it's weighed, okay? What's happening, nyccan.org here, we're going to have a commission where we're not going to have political considerations. This is going to be a privately funded investigation. This is going to be an investigation that has subpoena power to protect those like Civil Edmonds and so many others that have come out and spoken about what they knew that the original 9/11 investigation did not want to hear. So it's very important. It's very empowering. And to hear that people throughout the world, Alex, are investigating what's happening, are finding the evidence, publishing the evidence. I'll be honest with you. I had a conversation with my mother yesterday. Okay, she's the sister of my uncle. Okay, she was asking why aren't more people speaking out? Why aren't more people, understanding what's happening? And I have to tell her, pretty much this isn't something that is being put on the mainstream media. We're vilified in the mainstream media. The evidence that should be heard by the rest of the world is not being heard. Instead, we're being told about celebrity and entertainment and what have you. So my mother was asking, why? Well, guess what? This is an opportunity, a tremendous opportunity for everyone here in New York City to participate and to get to the answers that we need. And those people, such as Stephen Jones and Richard Gage and everyone who would be able to speak in a court of law under subpoena power, they'd be able to speak about the evidence that's being found. The fact of the matter is very simple, okay? We were lied to. And we need to get to the answers, or else this may happen again, another type of incident like this. I don't want to speculate on theory. I have my own opinions about it, but I will say that nyccan.org, this is a tremendous opportunity for everyone here in the city of 8 million people, city was affected the most by the catastrophe, to be able to put their names to a piece of paper and say, yes, we want to see that question, and we want to be able to say yes to a new investigation come November.
Where do folks go to find out more about the petition? WeAreChange.org?
They'd be able to go to nyccan.org. We're going to be getting a link up soon on WeAreChange.org. They'd be able to go to the left-hand button bar and
okay, but the main site is
nyccan.org. Anyone would be able to go there, take a look at the petition, take a look at FAQs, take a look at the executive committee that's been set up, be able to donate. We're looking for donations. We're getting on average about $1 a signature. We need about 30,000 more signatures to ensure that a very safe way for us to override any decision by the city council to ensure that we get on the November
That's right. You've
ballot.
already got more signatures than you need, correct? But
So, absolutely. And the reason why we've done that is because we know that the city clerk is looking to perhaps, try to cancel out a lot of the signatures that we've given for whatever reason. We want to make sure that this gets on the ballot. This is the real chance for a real investigation into the murder of my uncle and 3,000 others. My uncle should be standing here with me today. Instead, I'm on the phone and I'm pleading with people to take a look at what we've done for the past year in collecting these signatures and what We Are Change has done, what NYC Can has done, what InfoWars has done, with so many people that have come and spoken out about what happened. Now is the time to do it, and I really appreciate you, Alex, having me on the show.
Oh, Manny, we appreciate you, but listen, you're a tireless voice for liberty and freedom, and if we don't bring these murderers to justice, you're right, they'll continue to commit all these other crimes. But what I wanted to ask you about with this is,